Hello, welcome. Today we'll be diving into the tactical side of Inter Milan or former Inter Milan manager Simone Inzaghi, the mastermind behind Inter Milan success and two Champions League final in the space of 3 years. His style is a blend of defensive solidity and attacking flair, making his team difficult to overcome, and he plays a formation of 3-5-2 or 3-1-5-2. Um, he also makes use of a fluid rotation style of play where you have underlapping center backs and overlapping wing backs as well as center midfielders who play at times as center backs. And also, his team creates pressure by running into space, squeezing the pitch, making it hard for the opposition to create chances. And today we'll be diving straight into each tactical setup and style of play. And I'll be diving straight into player roles. So for player roles, you have a sweeper keeper on support duty with no player instruction. For your three center backs, the one in the center, in the central position, you can play as a libero or libero on support or center back on cover duty or ball playing defender on cover duty. Then with player instruction of tackle harder, or you can do without to avoid being given frequent yellow cards or red card. Then for your right and left center backs, you make use of wide center backs on support duty with more direct passes, trigger press more often, mark tighter, just that alone. That's for the left and right hand side. Then for your central or your defensive midfielder, you make use of a halfback. For the halfback, you use halfback on defend duty, and the reason for this is so that you will be able to play the Janikolu rule where he actually falls back to the center defensive position when your center backs are underlapping. So or going forward, that's like this. Yeah. So for your fullback and your wing back, for your fullback at the right and the left hand side, where the right hand side where you have the Dumfries role, you make use of the complete wing back on attack duty with more direct passes, cross more often, dribble more, shoot more often, close down more, mark tighter, run wide with the ball, cross from the byline. So have you. Okay. For the left hand fullback, you make use of complete wing back on support duty with player instruction of trigger press more often, mark tighter, get further forward, stay wider, and short passing or more direct passing depending on what you want. Okay. With cross more often. You can decide to use dribble more and take more risks. That's if you're using a very strong team, unlike me that's using Florentina actually, because I actually wanted to see how it works with a smaller team. Okay, for your central midfielders at the right hand side, you have the box to box on support duty, playing the Barella role. Okay, with play instruction, get further forward, stay wider, stand up passing, and more trigger press more often, mark tighter. Then for the left hand side, you have your central midfielder on support duty with player instruction, trigger more, often for press, mark tighter, and stay wider with standard passing directness. Okay, for your two strikers, you have at the lateral Martinez side, which is the left hand side, you have a deep line. You have a deep line forward on attack duty. It closes down more, mark tighter. Close down more, mark tighter. You can decide to use the run from position as well, but I didn't use it in this. Okay, and for your attack, for your advance for your second striker, you make it of the advance forward to represent to run row with a close more often. That's for trigger press and mark tighter with standard passing. I just because I believe no need for a direct pass because they are more closer to the opposition area, so or the opposition box, so no need for direct passes in order to avoid wasting the ball. Okay, or giving away what passes. So for mentality, we make use of the attacking mentality. Initially, I tried it with the balance and positive mentality, and I wasn't having good results. Not like I wasn't having good results, but I was losing or I was finding it difficult against smaller teams. But it was actually solid against bigger teams like Juve and Inter and Roma, and yeah, I'll get there. So in possession, you have attacking with fairly wide approach play, pass into space, play out of defense, focus play down the right. That's to focus play based on Dumfries, passing directness standard tempo. Need a faster tempo, so we use much higher or higher. Final third, we made use of low crosses, play for set piece. In transition, we made use of the counter press, counter, and distribute quickly. And distribute to position, we decide to distribute to the halfback. And for distribution type, we allow the goalkeeper to decide for himself depending on the situation. And then for your out of possession, you made use of a much higher press, a high press and much higher defensive line. And trigger press, we make use of slightly more often, or you can say balance, so that the team can decide for themselves or when is the right time to press. And tackling, we make use of get stuck in. And for defensive line, okay, yeah, step up more. And for this, at the point I had to remove this because my team was getting more red card and yellow card, but you can decide to leave it depending on what kind of team you're using. Okay, so that's that. So for the result aspect, okay, you can see we've played 14 games. We had won 9, drew 3, and lost 2 times. Okay, let me show you. As you can see, because I was chopping and changing while trying to test the formation or style of play, and our preseason was okay. But when the main league started, we weren't performing well against smaller teams. As you can see, Girona, we lost 1-2, and we won against Inter, drew against AC Milan, drew against the smaller team, won Juve, lost against Udinese, drew Napoli, and then I decided to change it to this pattern I've showed you so far. So that was when I started having good results. And 8 games, for the next 8 matches, we haven't lost and we haven't conceded in 7 games. So that's that for the Inzaghi style. And okay, then let me go to the stats area. Most goals were third. Fewest shot against were third as well. Most possession were 854 ball possession. Most dribbles were 5th. Fewest conceded were 6th on the table. Most clean sheets We we are fourth. Most tackle, we are sixth. Best pass completion, I think we're 88%. So we don't miss 8th to 10th position in the league. Most shots for 7. Most points for. Okay, and for player, okay, our striker, most goals, third on the table with 11 goals. Most assists, that's my wing back, my left wing back with 4. Most pass completion, okay. Most dream goals, US goal considered. Most clean sheet, my goalkeeper is dead fourth. Most tackle, most key passes, my halfback is 7th in the league. So that's that for the Inzaghi style. Okay, for the data, you can see 1 goal per game, 1.9 goals per game. That's approximately 2 goals per game. Expected goals 1.50. Okay, pass completion, like I said, it's 8 pass point 2. Shots per game, 13 shots per games. So you can see initially we're having kind of poor results at the early stage, but we'll fix that in the next 7 games. And so I'm sure as the league goes on and on, we'll improve on all this. So that's the Inzaghi style for you. Thanks. Please like, subscribe, comment if you see any mistake or have anything or you want any tactics I should work on. Please comment and please don't forget to subscribe. Thanks very much.